Does budgeting have to be hard? Nope, it's really simple. Just spend less money than you make. In this video, we're gonna talk about breaking down a budget step by step.
Financial abundance, budget business investing.
Welcome back to Financial Abundance. I'm Peyton Fisher, and on this channel, we talk all things budget, business, and investing. If you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and let's go. I want to first start with some common questions I get asked all the time about budgeting. Do you need to have a job before you start a budget? No. Do I need to be a certain age before I start a budget? No. Do I have to stick with one certain budget? No. Find something that works for you and stick with that. All right, how to start a budget. The very first step in starting a budget is setting your goals for the desired outcome for your budget. Because if you don't set goals, I can promise you that you're not going to accomplish what you want to. I want you to get a pencil and paper and write out what you'd like to see your life look like in 1, 3, and 5 years. Now, you might be wondering, why are we doing goals with the title of this video being Budgeting for Beginners? Well, if you don't set proper goals to carry you through the hard times, you won't be able to make your budget happen. Some of your one-year goals could be, 1, $5,000 in cash savings, pay off my credit cards. A 3-year goal might be, have $10,000 in my savings. And a 5-year goal might be debt-free other than my house, or $50,000 in my savings. These are all financial goals that you can set. You may want to set some other goals, such as spend more time with my kids, go on a vacation, or take off every Friday of the week. Now, after you have a few goals written down, it's time to get into the actual budget. And I must warn you, this is where the actual work starts, and it's going to get hard. Unless you're dedicated to truly getting control of your finances, you will not be able to make this happen. You need to have out either a piece of paper or sitting in front of a computer, and on the top right of your page or right column on your computer, put how much money you make after taxes. If you're on a salary, this will be a lot easier. And if you're self-employed, use the average income that you allocate for yourself for your pay. Now that you have your income down, what I want you to do is create the categories on the left-hand side for all of your spending. If you want to use my method, you'll have 3 categories: brain and heart, which is the most vital. Second is your arms and legs, and third is your toes. Now, I'm going to give you a link to my personal budget down in the description so you can have some of the ideas on what you should have on your budget. And go ahead on that and delete all of the expenses that you don't use and add the ones that you will need. Now, once you have all of the categories you think you'll spend, I want you to write down what you think you spend in each of these categories before you actually go and check how much you have spent. So take a few minutes and write down all of your guesses. Now, go check your bank account and credit cards on every expense that you have had for the past 90 days. Hold on. If you're thinking to yourself, holy crap, this is going to be a lot of work, it's because it is. It takes a lot of time and a lot of practice to get self-control of your spending. Now, back to it. When you're looking at this, I want you to add up each expense for the monthly total of the category. So that way you can get an exact understanding of where your money has been going for the past 3 months. It should look something like this, right here. So on this screenshot, you're gonna have all of your expenses here on the left-hand side. And on the right, these are going to be month 1, month 2, and month 3. And on this, you'll be able to put your guesses on how much you think you spend. And then once you total up each one of these columns, you're gonna have a better idea of where you're actually spending your money. You might have guessed that you only spent $300 on food. And once you added up all the energy drinks and Maverick stops, it came out to be $450. And you might think you only spent $250 on clothes last month, and hopefully you only spent $74. It really might surprise you where your money is going. Now, depending on how much you spend every month, this activity should take you around an hour or so. So when you're done, you'll be ready for the next step of dialing in your budget. Now that you can look at your 3 months of running averages, it's so much easier to create a realistic budget for yourself and for your family once you know how much you're spending. And I want to congratulate you. If you've made it this far in the video, nice job. Now that you can analyze your spending habits, did you actually save any money last month or the past 3 months? Did you give any money away to any charities that you love and support? Were you surprised about any purchases or how much they added up to? I'm curious to know that. If you had any surprises, go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know what surprised you about the last 3 months of spending. Next, I want you to label out every debt that you have down in the bottom column on the left. This is going to help you see exactly how much you're paying and how much you have to pay. Once you have this done, it's time to tally up everything to see if you're spending up more money than you're making. How does it feel to see your finances out completely in the open? Does it make you cringe? Does it make you want to cry? No matter how you feel, always remember, knowledge is power. And now that you know what and where your money is going, it's time to talk about your emergency fund and getting ready to take down your debt. Go ahead and watch that video right here on saving $1,000 for your emergency fund. We'll see you on the next video.